the last of the frills, Possum.
The fire's out. Let's go.
Look out! Get an Eddie's!
Let me at him.
completely forgot that I need to be getting the photos here. That's probably gonna happen a lot this run.
They're too small and fuzzy. Say, I got some Google juice. Do you want some? You don't look old enough. Tell you what, I do have something in my life. I found them while digging up some Google berries. You can have them.
G'day, son. Bye, son.
Hello, Toy.
G'day, Toy.
5 turbos in that one race. That's ridiculous. Oh my god. 2 in a row. Then 1, and another 2 in a row at the end. 3 in a row, actually. Okay, I need to remember to get to the spy here. I was worried about opals as well, but I think I'm good. 'Cause this gives like 500. Or like 550. And that puts me just a bit over what I need to have. I need 7850 leaving this. I wonder if I can still do the same speed boost. Pretty sure I can. I'm pretty sure I discovered them on here anyways. Helicopter definitely feels like it moves a lot slower here. I know it's gonna feel that way just because the field of view is bigger, but it definitely still feels slower. There's 1. 2. 3. Kinda. It's pretty pathetic, but so having 7850 is correct here because technically I need to have 8750 after the next race. Because I get 1 Bilby in the hub area, which gives 250, which brings up to 9,000 total, and 9,000 is what I need at the next buying stuff. So it's just backwards maps, just that way I know a little bit earlier if I'm good or not, and I'm definitely well over here.
See you, bud.
was about to flip. Shit. It was my own, and you saw me go around it. That cost me to lose. Okay then. No, that is easier to do in PC, because the truck moves, like, it moves faster, but it controls a bit easier when it comes to that type of thing, so. Cut it off. Get a scissor. A single scissor. It always hits me no matter what. And that. I'm trying to test if this will work, but okay, I need to make sure I get everything I need to get here. Bilby and orb. And then grub. Okay. Got that. I was supposed to dive there, but okay, need the lash ring and the thermo button.
G'day, son. Bye, son. What? Bye-bye.
Dennis face.
G'day, Toy.
Hello there, Tom.
This is so humiliating and hard, and I think this suit is full of fleas. But I need the money.
Alright, the driving's gonna be way less annoying since those barriers are gone. I mean, enemies don't go flying anymore, so that's good, but mud's still slow, but it's just nowhere near as slow. I don't know, honestly this does seem pretty fast, a lot faster. I thought it still slowed down a little bit, but I guess not. Used to get Steve here, but do it after oil rigs. Eventually a little bit closer after oil rig. I mean, Ripper. interesting to see if I can do the forest and remember where everything is. Sadly, I don't get to use the new strat on it, but it didn't really go in the same direction as the current route. I don't think so, at least. Like, it's definitely something I could do, but I don't think it would be faster. Also, I definitely... How do I back up? I turned inwards there, and he didn't.
See you, bud.
The power sliding on the truck is way tighter than on console. Or just in general, turning is. Like even around the big oval bend earlier. I'm used to be able to do that clearly without needing any turbo boosting, turbo sliding, but here I had to. It's a miracle I did not get hit by any of those. That quick flash of wrong way. Did a really late jump there. I'm surprised I made that. I'm guessing that for a brief second that wrong way was, it thought I was on like the road above it, going sideways, so it thought I was going the wrong way. That was a pretty clean race. Nice. Tides standing in the air. Alright, we get Steve.
Boy, have I got some stories to tell. The things I've seen and the stuff I've done. It'd fill a book, it would. 2 even. Maybe 3 if you use big print. There was this time when this thing happened in this place I was at. Oh boy, was that ever an adventure. This person, I forgot their name, they had something they had to do something to. And I had another thing that someone else had to do stuff with. They sure were wild times. I like you, kid. Here, have these things I got from that person in my story. my furry little orange buddy. Voltage to you. Sir, do you like jokes? I do. Almost as much as I love Goo Goo Juice. Someone told me this one during a hailstorm under a rusty tin roof. It was loud, and I couldn't hear very well, but it sounded something like this. Blah, 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 chicken, blah, 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 bicycle, blah, 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 blah. Excuse me, blah, 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 huge redback spider. And I said, blah, 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 close the blah, blah, down the door. That cracks me up every time. Here, have some apples.
much did you miss the sound they make on PC? I was expecting you to comment on it. Because I missed it. You can't even spell the sound they make, it's so unique. I also think I'm going to split after I talk to Steve here, not actually directly after Rippernicker. Just because it's really awkward to split as you're skipping a cutscene thing. And then like immediately moving right after, whereas at least Steve, I'm not jumping or anything, I can split with one finger and start moving with the other.
My fuzzy orange friend returns. I think I'm all out of Google juice. Not good. You don't think they want my Google juice, do you? I won't let them take it from me. No way. I'll hide it real good, just as soon as I find it. Speaking of finding things, I found these. I know you like them, so they're all yours. That was you.
way I jump up and hit him is already kind of an early hit. It's minor, but instead of waiting for him to roar. Well, that's just as early as it's gonna get. I've never messed with it, honestly. I can't imagine it would work though. It literally doesn't have a hitbox until it starts to lean over, as far as I can tell. I wonder if I can get him to break this and still make it over there. Oh yeah, easy. Missing like one, yeah, like a couple things over there, but other than that, broke everything. If I realized it was that easy to make it over there, I probably could have gotten that. Okay, there's a lot of stuff to do here. I need to get... Do I have enough, first of all? 23, 250. Oh, play. I don't know why I have so many more right now. I think the 23, 250 is just a bare minimum. So I need the Flame, Frosty, and Smash.
Hello.
Good choice, son. Bye, son.
And then the Sub and Lifter.
Yes, done. Bye-bye.
And get the cog up here, and then get the spy near the police on the way back. Why did I get the infrang out? I remember when this used to be hard. When I wasn't very good at the game yet. Making that jump properly. Yeah, the boosted jumps you get are a lot harder to get used to than they look.
Good day, young toy.
Yeah, I don't know why I have so many opens right now. Makes me worried that I didn't buy something, but I mean, honestly, walking in a straight line is actually very hard to do. Walking in consistent straight lines is hard to do in a game like Spyro or RTA, where you can be walk back all over the place like that. It's very hard to Sly as well. The slightest movement of the analog stick will send him in a different direction. I'm trying to think of what I did to get so many more opals than usual. Maybe... I was gonna say maybe like I don't normally talk to Steve on the beach or something, but I do. This is weird. Because I have it written as like a hard estimate that you need to have 4,500 leaving, and I have way more than that. Might be like the last thing I'm buying. So like, if there's anything else here, I might as well buy it while I'm here. I'll be coming back later regardless, but like the only thing I would be getting after this is the Mega Ring, which I'll have way more than enough for later, just from the missions. Let me check that to be sure.
You know why they call it that?
Yeah, the only thing I have this on buying is the mega ring, so
Except I can't dance.
if I have any left over, I might as well buy it
It
here.
smells in here. I think it's you. You should go now. And take these with you.
Hey, bro.
Do I have enough? Nah,
Catch it, bro.
I didn't think so. Everything here is really expensive. Best split name, Lucky Momo. Oh yeah, one quality of life thing they did with PC as well that you wouldn't know about otherwise is that when I come back to Slide Shaft later, there's gonna be, might even be there now, yeah, that red thing over there. So you can get back up there without having to climb. There is a ton of stuff in this area of the run. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like the 2-hour mark before I actually finished with doing Fluffy. There's Sheep Dip, and then there's all of the volcano, revisiting Freeway, all of the beach, training mission above the beast, all of Tourist Trap, all of Wetlands, Ninjas, all of Sulfur Rocks, and then Fluffy. That's a lot of stuff in a row. This is the hard part of the run. Okay, there's a spy here. I don't want to forget that. I'm a little paranoid, so I'm gonna check my counts here, just because I really want to be sure before I continue. Sheep dip 465, 43, 45. Alright, we're good. I mean, same. I'm not a furry, it's fine. Nice. I was really worried that wasn't gonna reach. Yeah, the helicopter's a lot more annoying to control. I think it is moving at effectively the same speed, but the turning and stuff is a lot more tight. It also seems to lower and raise a bit slower than usual, so I keep being off by a little bit because I'm expecting to be lower. This might make Firefight really annoying. Okay, yeah, this definitely lowers actually a lot faster, because during that sheep specifically, it was actually a certain rhythm that would kind of tap just to keep the same height on console, and I tapped at the same speed and I was still losing height. We should have prepared more snacks during Buster. I don't need any now, but it's not going to be a whole lot of times between now and then. I still have half a soda left. And like half a bag of gummy fruit slices. They're alright, but like, I'm kind of bored of them. I want something different. I forgot that I'm gonna have to do the dump platform thing here. I don't really, I mean, I'm pretty sure I remember it, but would not be surprised if I was like way off. Oh, come on, I knew that was risky, but I thought it would work out. thought he has a lot. I thought he gained a lot more control after jumping off like that. Like sometimes I can glide, sometimes I can't. I'm gonna wait for this. Subtle thing, I actually jump over these guys in a specific way. I jump over them and then hit backwards. Because if you hit in front, then they're just gonna bump ahead of you and stay on the path, but I actually will intentionally hit like that. Those are things that are like so obvious if you think about just like what's a good way to walk across that path, but would sound interesting to explain in like a commentary of a run. Even though when you think about it, it's extremely simple. Okay, I remember this. I line up a little bit past this certain line here. That should be fine. I think that should be good. I might need the frost steering on it, but ooh, that's dumb. I'm gonna hope that sends me back up there. This is a problem. I actually don't know what the best way to get back up there is. I guess it would be to do this. Yeah, that's dumb. I mean, the platforms will still be in the right spot, but this is incredibly dumb time loss. Oh, that's bad. Unless I can make it over to this. Oh, that's a relief. I thought I was gonna have to reset the platforms to get onto them. That was just one disaster after another. Ooh, that was close. I don't like that. Reminder, this one always needs the frost steering no matter what. That extra little bit of height makes it just barely possible to make it. Alright, the camera won't get stuck here. That's good. I mean, it still kind of gets stuck anyways, but not as bad. It's not possible to get stuck as bad as it does on console. Like, you would have to be programming the game specifically for that purpose in order for it to be that bad. I felt like breaking that. No, get out. Nice. Should I go for the last launch here? I feel like I should. No, I actually did try it, but the timing was off. I keep meaning to get a input viewer shown so that way you can like see what buttons I'm pressing. It would be a very subtle but nice addition, I think. Problem is I'm pretty much done with PC after this, so. And PC is the only way to be able to get that. And even then I'm not even sure if it would work, or if you could do it. I just assume that most probably any PC game that's using like a PlayStation controller would be compatible. I mean, there are people who do it for console, I think, but I don't know how. So I'm glad Volcano's not really somewhere that has a whole lot of items that I can miss. I don't have to really worry about that too much. Should also note that sometimes it takes forever to get out of the thermo. It's not because I'm not pressing the button. It's because the game actually refuses to let you jump out of it sometimes, and I cannot figure out for the life of me if it's like position based or if it's a timer after you get out of the lava or something. It's noticeable in the Never Never when I'm rescuing the alien ship. I have to walk around on that platform to get out of it for a second.
It wasn't me. I didn't do it. The Google juice was
I was drunk when I got here.
Hey, it's you again. The little orange fairy dinosaur thingy.
I got both
They
Bilbies.
can look all they want.
This
but
one
they
spy
won't
at the
find it.
end.
No way.
Got Steve.
Say,
One
you're
photo
not
at the
here just
end.
because you want stuff from me, are you? Well, I got news for you, pal. I ain't got
I got the
anything to
orb.
give. Nothing. Nada. Tip. Except for these. These are for you.
There's 3 cogs in here apparently. Did I get all 3 though? I can't even remember. I got one. I can think of. Okay, I can think of 2. Can't even think of the 3rd one, so I'm gonna double check that at the end to be safe. Oh, actually, no, the 3rd one's right at the end, I think. Maybe, maybe not. Just gonna check it here. Oh, boom. Okay, well, I mean, I got all 3. I just can't remember what it is. Ooh, please make it, please make it. Ah, of course not. Ooh. Okay. Well, this is terrible. This has been an absolutely terrible volcano. Yeah, the swingy one, the ladder one, yeah, those are the 2 I'm thinking of, I think. Well, I thought I activated this checkpoint. Why did I go down there? Yeah, the one I last launched over to. Oh yeah, also on Xbox, you don't even know which buttons these are probably, but the A button accelerates and the right trigger power slides, but it's the opposite here. The A button power slides and right trigger accelerates, so I keep doing the exact opposite of what I should be doing when I get in the truck. Because I'm used to the other way. Yeah, I still can't think of what that 3rd cog is. It's gonna really annoy me until I remember it. I mean, it's fine because I got it, but it's amazing how short-term memory works, or it doesn't work. Can I get this? Nice! Love that. I didn't split though. Oh well. That's such a minor time save, but it looks so cool. Ooh, oh, go up. If this was console, there probably would have been a visible barrier there. This part's fun, going down this area really fast. Okay, there's a lot of stuff, there's a couple things underwater here I need to get. First, there's a cog under here. Oh, okay, I remember the third cog now. There's one behind the warp ring gate. I'm forgetting which one you're talking about by the latter one, though. Like, I literally forgot about one and remembered the other. This is the one I swung to.
Hey, one of them blighters tried to nibble
The one
on
behind
me
the gate.
flippers.
Oh, no, okay, I got it. There's one that you ride up to in the thermo. When you get out of the thermo, there's one like in front of a big blue water gate thing. In the right before the area with the swing one.
Get rid of them sharks, boy.
That's the third one I was thinking of. Okay, that took way too long to remember. That took like 5 minutes of thought. Literally retracing my steps through the whole level. That's something I literally just did, and it took 5 minutes to remember it. At least I'm never gonna forget like where things are when I'm actually doing them. It actually did. That's really pathetic, isn't it? But at least like while I'm swimming through areas and walking through areas, I don't forget things. I'd rather forget things after than before. I used to always think that you could like animation skip some of those things if you bit at a certain time. I've never had it happen, and I don't think it's actually possible, but it would be pretty cool if it was. I just feel like I vaguely remember it being like a thing in Taiwan, but I never ran Taiwan to the level of knowing that. I do not like how close the camera was there. I like to keep my complaining simple. To say I like this, I don't like this.
Hurry up, mate.
The response I was going to make to that would create a paradox in my head, so I'm just not going to say it because I don't want to confuse myself. Race 4 is one of the two annoying ones. 4 and 5 are annoying. Oh, I got the boost. I actually messed around with that for a bit, trying to figure out the timing for it, and I couldn't figure it out after I tried like 20 times. Sometimes I would get it at pure random with different timings than others, so I have no idea. Wow. They stole the ones right in front of me. Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. Oh my god. That hit the exact second I used my guided missile. So my missile went to waste. But yeah, the thing with this race is that being in like 7th place on the last lap is actually kind of good. Because that shortcut, that means none of the computers will follow you on the shortcut. And it gives you easy first place for the rest of this, and then you just hope to get lucky. So I think ideally I would want to get like a shield at the end of lap 2, and then save it for the end. Whoa. Steve, slow down. Steve's a speeder. Steve's speedrunning the game too fast. You had to get to that Goobo juice. You had to get to the Goobo bar before they closed. I'm worried right now. Too many things targeting me. I don't like it. Okay. No music again. You know what, just because there's no other time I'm going to come back here, I'm checking these totals again to be safe. 996. 44, 1010. Okay, we're good. Like this literally, even with the backtracking I'll be doing for Slash Shack, there's not a single time where it's convenient to come back over to this area of the map. Definitely, yeah, one. The other ones are actually fun. This one's fun, and the third one is, I wouldn't call it like outwardly fun or anything, but it's easy and free because it's Mega Ran. Here you're just punching things with giant robot suits, of course it's going to be fun. What was that? And besides, training 3 that I do here is technically like one of the first missions in the game they expect you to do. That area, Metal Menace and Outback Oasis, like, it's the closest area on the map other than Ninja's 1 that I can think of. And it's literally training for like how to play the game and how to defeat enemies with the basic boomerang. So it's really ironic that the very last thing we do in the run is the thing that the developers probably intended you to do at the very beginning. I just noticed you can see all of the green like markers for other levels from a distance. The draw distance is crazy. Nice. I usually can't get all 3 of those in time. It doesn't matter, it just makes it easier to jump. Fair dinkum is, need to be careful about photos here. I'm gonna get this one now, because I always forget to. And I'm gonna get this one here now, since I don't have the mega rank. Oh, I fell because jump input dropped. These houses are very bad at dropping jump inputs. Oh, I don't think. Oh, that's bad. I need to get back on this and hope that I can hit this, maybe. Okay, this is going terribly. I need to get that. I'm just gonna get the orb and walk back to that switch. I thought I could get that switch from on top of the platform. Get out of the way. This and all missions last night really make me appreciate how much better this level is with the mega rank. It's because they're happy they're dying. We're doing them a favor. That was cruel. Wow, okay. I almost forgot that that jump is, like, not really free. Okay, I can sit for... You know, this would be a time. Open snacks. For later. I hope you are familiar with what a zebra cake is. If not, you haven't lived. They're just 120% sugar, but they're great. Oh my god, that was dumb. And that was dumb. That actually hit. Wow. Okay, I'm only worried about photos here, so I'm just checking that quick. 14, got it. I can't figure out exactly where I'm supposed to land on that switch to be able to actually, like, get it. It's so picky sometimes. Sometimes it'll just work right away, sometimes I have to really specifically aim. good thing about this being longer category and stuff is that Crocs is a much smaller percentage of the run than others. So losing 15 seconds to Crocs here is like, very minor. 15 seconds loss on a 3-hour run is a lot less severe than 15 seconds on an hour-and-a-half run. Besides, other than Crocs, like wetlands is one of my favorite areas to do. Doesn't have too much in it, and doesn't have too little either. The lands are very wet. I'm killing all of these enemies here because they are jerks. You know, I'm gonna kill him here while I'm down here. Not taking any chances. Camera, what are you doing? I'm not gonna forget this, because I have done that before. I think that killed a run once, actually. You never forget it after something like that kills a run. You never forget the item again. Okay, so problem spiders. I think I'm actually just gonna take my time and try and kill them properly because I really can't afford to be losing health to them. Have I mentioned how much I hate them jumping on me? I've forgotten what my son looks like. Okay, just like a... Okay, I was about to say, like a 100% chance a spider's gonna hit me there, but... Usually they get you like immediately the second you leave that area, because you have no time to react. Reminder, this jump's not intended. It looks so natural to do. It's only possible because of a very small crink in the ground, I let you. The normal way is a button that creates like a mini platform near it. Concern with losing health from spiders is if I get hit by both, because then I only have one hit to spare. Even if I get hit once here, I have 2 hits. It won't matter again until I even get to sulfur rocks, and I can easily just do the swimming thing to get health back.
Listen, if I give you these, will you go away?
For decent Crocs. they're a little bit better programmed than PC. I don't remember. So far, not really. Oh my god, go in! Literally neither of them are going in. Okay, this is terrible. That one still didn't go in. Okay, that's fine. They both went in. In that case, that makes up for it. That was a terrible Crocs. Oh yeah, there's also a spy here that I have forgotten in the past. Checking these counts here. What am I missing? A photo. I'm gonna make... I don't think there's any more here, but... I had a feeling that I missed a box near the start. Like I just completely ignored one entirely. That eventually has to be it, because there's no other photos in the level. There's 5 in the tree trunk thing, which I did get. I counted those actually, just to make sure. I'm trying to remember which one though. Oh, must be... Yeah, there it is. That's fine. That actually lost pretty much no time. That could have been a lot worse. But that is why I'm checking the totals after every single level. The second biggest pie in the world. zebra cakes. It basically just depends on which I had most recently. I've heard similar for like Coke and Pepsi, where like someone's favorite is whichever one they didn't have most recently, because then they want the other one. And that's basically me. If I just had zebra cakes, then I probably don't want them again right after. And vice versa. Okay, I wasn't sure if I could make that jump because I forgot. I don't hate them, but they're definitely not like top tier. Backwards, so I get the health first. Oh, that cycle's easy to make, wow. It's actually not even really backwards because I don't have the split for getting the lava guy specifically. I have it for just stone beetle, so if I did lava and then stone beetle, I could easily just do stone beetle and then lava and just split at the lava instead. Actually, yeah, I can't really do that. Yeah, I'm gonna skip that. So it takes a different amount of time to get out from the beetle in the lava area, so the temple split would then end up incorrect. I'm really sad that I don't get to use the jump little thing that I found in the middle there. It's one of the few things I found that actually kind of had a use for a brief bit. Until I realized the cycle was catchable. Please turn around. Good, good, good. I was gonna say, do not have this be the time where it doesn't turn. I already did that with all missions last night. I'm not doing it again here. And I didn't jump even though I told it to. Can you imagine that I somehow survived all of this last night? Basically blind. I had a rough memory of like what the thing looked like, but you can only do so much when it's facing the other direction. I somehow survived it. I need the Mega Ring soon, because I'm getting really tired of dealing with enemies without it. Oh, I split there even though I didn't need to. Wow. That's muscle memory. Kind of anti-muscle memory because I technically told myself to do the opposite. And I've wanted full health here because that dumb jump to the orb is so picky sometimes, especially when I haven't done it in a while. You need a really good jump and a really good boosted jump to be able to make it. Honestly, I'd probably call it the most precise jump in the run. Most of the jumps you can make even with a fair bit of time. You need momentum, boosted jump. Alright, I got it. Yeah, you need momentum, you need the extra height. You need all sorts of things there to go right. That was way off. It was a bit risky to go for that. Yes. I wouldn't say it was impossible for me to miss it, but there was a non-zero chance that I would have forgotten. So. Can I make it? Can I make it? Yes. That cycle's really awesome to make it, because it's so satisfying. Get in right when it closes, and you get out right when it opens. actually really curious to see, if you want to pull it up, feel free, what time I got on my 95% PC run for Sulfur Rocks. Like the Sulfur Rock split. Because I'm pretty sure I'm probably multiple minutes behind at this point, if I had to guess, but like I wouldn't say this just from the volcano alone. Well, actually, I'm not even at that point yet, but if you do pull it up, by the time you get there is when I'll be there. I don't think I left anything at the starter level to get. Okay, well actually no, there's one Bilby. One Bilby and one Spy at the beginning. Oh. 1:45:28. Okay, yeah. Multiple minutes, like I thought. Because I'm not even at the end yet, and it's already, like, almost 3 minutes behind. That's fine. Okay, I'm gonna check the totals here. Okay, there's two, oh, and actually, no, yeah, there's 2 Bilbies left. 1 Spy. 8, 93, 28, 20. Okay, we are good. Yeah, I'm playing it very safe this run, obviously. If I decide to take this more seriously at some point, then I would be more careless, but this will be. Yeah, it was a bit confusing just because I normally used to do this area with the Winter Bunyip, I used to do that last, like on the way back here, but it's a little bit more convenient to do on the way. It also makes it easier to check the totals a bit earlier before you backtrack the entire level. Can I get this though? Nice. Love that. And that was really satisfying too. Okay, so that's what, 4 minutes? 4:16 behind, I think, if I'm doing my math right. Yeah. That's fine. So like this is still, as far as the 95% portion of the run goes, this is, I think that makes it like a 2:46 or, no, probably more like 2:48, depending on what the seconds were. So even if you factor in 10 minutes of grinding after that, this is still definitely sub 3 pace actually, which is surprising. Because I don't think that grinding's gonna take a full 10 minutes. Should note that what we do is we do the mission with the frills outside the bush rescue thing with Julius. We do that, and then we go into boss cast and do the grinding. But we don't actually beat boss cast yet. We do all the grinding, go to Sly, exit back to the town, and then fight boss. The timing, because the timing ends on beating the final boss, not after buying the last boomerang, so. Tell me if I'm crazy, because like, I feel like the water put these fires out way quicker. Watch this. That definitely feels a lot quicker. It's not like as much faster as I think I felt it was at first, but it definitely does feel a bit faster. I know that putting out the fires in the volcano were faster, and in the oil rig, just because the thing, I think, squirts out more water. But I would naturally assume that was just a visual thing and not, like, actually just more water. That works out pretty well, actually. Yeah. I guess this makes sense for why bushfire was never really an issue for me until I started doing console. The enemies are just as annoying still, but the fires go up quicker. So it's easier to get out of their way. Also, it's easier to hit targets with water like that. On console, it's just like a thin line of water. Here, it's like a whole flood, so it's easier to hit a target from a distance. Also good is that Fluffy is like a free, easy fight. I just thought about something. I'm gonna have a lot of opals when I get to buy the Mega Ring. I can save a little bit of menuing time by buying all the boomerangs in that shop while I'm there. The thing is, it's gonna mess up the total count because I'm gonna have to recalculate how much I need after that. I can do that like while driving and walking around, but that would be faster. It would be very minor, but menuing is so fast in this game, especially when you're just buying everything. It's literally just down A, down A, down A. Oh, that was awkward. I don't like that. I forgot that the controls are kind of backwards on PC. I always hate it, but the left analog stick is what you would expect to like move the camera, but it's left analog stick is what zooms it in and out. It's the right analog stick that moves it. It also moves incredibly slowly. See if that's like a camera option, because honestly it's been doing that the whole run. Let me increase that a bit, because it's been annoying me even just normal rotation. Wait, was that a separate option in itself? It was. Double heads, nice. And she landed there, making this free. I forgot Fluffy is actually like a really fun boss fight normally. Okay, there's a lot of stuff I need to do here actually. I forgot that I need to 100% this area. I remember we do that first, then talk to him. The time like isn't that tight, but I think it's just safer. Oh, okay, I don't like that. That's actually not even the way I'm supposed to go, so that was a waste of time. double checking my photo count after this. It's because those photos really like to get stuck in the ceiling a lot. Can't see anything. Am I gonna land on it, am I? I didn't think so. That was risky. That's fine. It's actually probably a very minor difference in speed compared to doing this. Because all we do is get this Bilby and go over here anyways. I was gonna see if I still had those ones memorized. How many photos do I need here? Is 132. Okay, we're fine. Good, good, good. That dive. So fun to do. My laptop just randomly notified me that I'm protected with Avast antivirus. It's like, I know that. I installed it. Okay, so when I buy these extra boomerangs, I'm actually gonna just do some quick mental math on how much the total was, and I'll work it out from there backwards. It'll still be faster.
Hello.
G'day, son. Let me know if you... That's a ripper of a ring, son.
Oh, that's it. It was just a deputy ring. Okay. So it's only minus 4,000 then. That's easy to remember. Never mind. Oh, I miss... Well, okay, I'm gonna have to get this later. Can you remind me? Like, I don't know if you have to like keep it in chat or something until it's time, but when I'm going to Sly to get the boomerangs, I need to get the orb in the town. I'll know what that means, but there's one you get to through lash ring hooks. Thanks. That's fine, because like it's just a different time of getting it. It's gonna mess up these segments a little bit, I think, but really so I'll have to skip this one because it's shorter. I forgot that I have to do race 5 now. I'm not excited about that. Alright, remember when I said I wouldn't be surprised if it was the 2-hour mark when I finished Fluffy? It was close, but the estimate wasn't too far off.
Here you go, mate.
I actually hit my split key and I missed, and I'm glad I didn't because I wasn't supposed to split there. It's amazing how much of this is muscle memory.
See you, bud.
Okay, took a sip of Mountain Dew. We're good. Jeez. I was trying to see what first-person camera looked like again because I forgot, but I remember now. It's garbage. Well, he just got destroyed. Get shielded, buddy. Turbo, that's good. You know, honestly, I think I'm tempted to keep that. If I get hit by something here, I'm going to use it, but I think I win that. I'm just going to keep it for lap 3. That was close. Ooh. Problem. If I don't get run over, but that's okay. But not get hit by anything else here. Get around this turn. Get this. Boost again. I missed the item. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. That was the dumbest time to get hit by an item in the world. That was in the bag, if not. Don't you love RNG in your racing video games? So, you know, it's not really that big a deal, because, again, I'm not really competing against any run right now. But if this was, like, 95 console, I'd already be having a way harder time with this. And that would be even more punishing. What? There's nothing you can do to avoid those guided ones, because there's like, it never gives you a warning for it about to hit you. And even then, if there is a warning, there's still not that much you can do about it, but like, you don't even have time to at least prepare. Like, use an item first, like if you have a shield. It's just, oh well, you got hit. Just gonna repeat the same strategy from last race. Keep the boost. Actually, except I'm in a slightly better position right now, because I don't have to get ahead of everyone here. Oh, I'm still in second? How did this guy get so far ahead? No, come on. Right. Well, we're in the same spot as last time. Okay, that is, okay, we got it. That was thanks to some RNG by the computers, but... that little, freeze power-up thing usually is a problem, but... and actually I think it was the guy in first place who used it as well. But I had the boost, which kind of reversed the effect of it, and then I also had a blast ring. I was right behind him, so I just murdered him. He deserved it. Zebra cake time. Need to get the bird minigame thing on the way up. I usually forget that. Or if there was going to be something I'd forget here, it would be that. Because in every other category you do it on the way back. Awesome. I love getting that too. Because as a cog that you have to get, it's like the very last thing, never. And the only way to get it is going on a path that basically just goes around the bird. You don't go as far out on the bridge to get to the bird. That was like one of the best possible combinations those things could have been in. That was really good. You know, I just thought about something I might want to time at some point. It'd be very minor, so, but there's a cog on the way over to like this area, sorta. We just get on the way out. But it might be faster to get the Bunyip get it, just because you don't have to sit through the animation then.
You'll promise to leave, okay? Here you go.
Blue lava. I think that missed. But it's fine, I'm going over there anyways, so it's just a kind of a swag hit. I do need to wait for this though. Don't go up. I hate how he does that. Oh yeah, we don't have to just like wait forever for Dennis here. If you get to do interesting things. Sure this doesn't get like somewhere where it's gonna get stuck again, because that does happen. Apparently, that's something I need to think about now. I really love the route for this area, honestly. I remember when I didn't really know what else to do with it, then we thought about this and realized, wait a second, let's go down here. Ooh. Oh. I've heard about this. And I don't know if it actually gave that to me or not. I actually don't have a way to be able to tell if I got that or not. Can you check the VOD, maybe? Because, I mean, if that didn't give it to me, then there really isn't anything I can do other than just leave the area, I assume. But, like, I would say check the VOD if you can. if the counter actually went up. Because I'll know at the end of the level, but it would be good to know earlier than that if I could. Because I'll be checking the counts at the end. Maybe if I die, maybe it would give it back, but... Problem is I don't have a good count off the top of my head with how many cogs are left in the area, so I can't really... Ooh. Okay. Interesting. Oh, duh. My god, I'm an idiot. I thought I was gonna say that broke the level, but that was still the Mega Ring ahead. Oh, get this too. No, I've heard about that once when I was watching, it was Zoda. So the guy I'm actually essentially competing with here. When he did the route for that, I heard him say like, oh, gotta make sure that doesn't happen during the cog cutscene or something like that. And I didn't know why. I figured it was bad, but I obviously wasn't gonna test. Oh, wow. Why did I get so much momentum out of that? Yeah, obviously I wasn't gonna test the theory, so. Right, I'm gonna, and I'm doubtful that dying is gonna help, but I'm gonna try it. I'm already here, like, because the alternative is I don't even know, honestly. If that's like run ending, then we have a problem. But like if I would have to restart the game for that. Where am I going? Over here. I wouldn't be surprised if that was like if that actually broke the game in the file. Just because I know how this game works, but yeah, that probably doesn't have any collisions still. Well, I'm gonna finish the level and see, just to be safe, but... If that doesn't work, or if it didn't give it to me, then I'm not finishing this. Like, it's simple as that. It's not worth it. Like, even with the fact that this would be a, quote, free record and stuff, it just would not be worth restarting the game just to find out it probably still doesn't work then. Because there's no way of knowing that that would work or not. There is one thing I have in theory I could try, but it would require basically getting to the very end of the run just to find out. Also, I did this in the wrong order, I think. Yeah. I got that now, and I was supposed to go back up onto this. Yeah, I'm just confusing myself. But yeah, so what I had in mind was... And there's no telling if this would be allowed on the leaderboards anyways, but I could theoretically just get to the end of the run, close the game, restart it, and then, oh my god, the game is literally just telling me to stop. Like, anyways, so what I had in mind was to get to the end, and then when I'm going to buy all the stuff from the Sly, I'm already, like, kind of halfway there to getting to Never Never. It's still a bit off, but I'm, like, basically halfway there. So at that point, I might as well just see what happens if I come here. Because then, if it did work, I could then just exile, go back to town and finish the run from there with the cast, but... That's like the only reasonably decently fast way to do it, because if I were to restart the game from here, I'd have to walk and drive all the way back over here for nothing. At least doing it after Sly, I'd be halfway there already. So the problem is, and the reason I let my guard down for that a little bit is because they didn't, like, I've never had Dennis finish that early. It might have been because I took the extra time to position the mech. fact, chances are that is why. Because normally I get the cog and then I'm already clear at that point. Possibly. Leaving the area does reset a lot of things, but I have no idea how it treats collectibles. It's worth a shot. Assuming it did not give it to me. Well, how many am I supposed to have here? Never, never. Huh. Well, according to this, according to my sheet, I'm supposed to have 45 cogs here. And I have 45 right now. So I'm gonna just roll with it. I don't think I got, and there's like no cogs I got early for any reason. Because like literally there are 4 cogs in in Outback Oasis and then 1 in the final area. So it's not like I would have gotten those early. I'm glad I didn't do any Jurassic stuff there. Like, it confused the hell out of me. But what do you mean, like, go from 37 to 38? Like, I don't know the counts I had at the time, so. Like, did I have 37 before? I had 37 before it. Possibly. I know how I can check it later. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't need to get that orb later in the run. I can do it on the way back from doing Need of Spare. Because currently I don't think there's anything I do during Need of Spare. Yeah, there isn't. Normally, I just... Let's see if this guy destroys me. Nice! That actually worked out. I actually kept control of the car. Yeah, I mean, if you want to scrub through it, go ahead. I just had I knew what I needed to do to visualize it. Also, I need to point out that Ninja's time was 2:20:20. But yeah, I would check and see specifically. Let's see, what's the most recent cog I got before that? I would find like what the most recent cog I got before that one is. I'm thinking that would be, yeah, that would be the one next to the spy on the area with all the rocks I jump across. See what number that brings me to. And then see if I would have +1 after. So I'd have, let's say I had like 1 there. I would have 2 after. And then getting the one that glitched would bring me to 3. But when we checked, it should have only said 2 or something. I'm confusing myself. That made sense in my head. You probably know what I mean. I'm gonna, actually, I never check my totals for Never Never in general. Okay. Problem is I never checked the total screen again after I died. So we can't tell if dying exactly is what caused it, but... Actually, you know, you probably could check that, just because... If the total, like, suddenly went up by 2 at some point... Like, if it just magically went up by 1 in between the time of that death and the time of the next cog, then it would definitely be the death that caused it, but if it instead just, like, went up by 2 when I picked up the next one, which it definitely didn't, then that would be why. Oh nice, I have the good split name here. Got the right one when it's all spaced out and everything. I basically just copied my 95% splits and then just added the second to last split for grinding. Death, okay. So that was a good call that I did that then. I'm still really weirded out by why that of all things would fix it, but... That is good to know, and I will make sure of that by asking in the Discord later. And if not, and if so, I'll definitely make sure that people know that that's a fix. I guess my only concern would be if that, like, invalidates the run, but it shouldn't, because I clearly did collect it, and I might have lost, like... Or I might have gained, like, a free 2 seconds or something from not sitting through the animation, but, like, that could just be added after. It clearly worked, and I got the cog, so... It was visually there, but not physically. Maybe it didn't. I'll check it later, don't worry. Go ahead. But if you do, you're gonna miss the best mission in the game. If you're going to be looking at the boss anyways, I'd be curious what my pace is to the 95 PB at this point. I'm sure I'm probably, like, if I was almost 5 minutes behind earlier, I'm probably close to like 7 minutes behind now at least, if not more. But, like, even with that, it's still probably sub 3 pace. Oh, okay. That's the first time I've done that. Pants don't lie. Oh yeah, I need to clip that later. And the Goo Goo Steve quoting. Was that during the now record run, or was that the one that died? No, that wasn't record. The record one had a Venom at the end. You know, Venom. That part. Okay, that must have been the one that died in cast with the dumb lava thing. Because I remember not being too upset about that, and I think we just played the video after that on the stream. At least these 2 races are free. Like, I genuinely cannot remember the last time I've lost either of these, or if I ever have. All these ropes and shortcuts and stuff make it too easy. This is playing the music from, I think, Firefight. No, Bushfire. Maybe both, I don't know. It definitely at least plays in Bushfire. Because of all things in Bushfire, at least the music in Bushfire is really good. Did I get a boost there? I mean, I'm confused too, so I don't blame you. Oh my god, are you... What? Am I seriously about to... Oh. Oh my god. Don't even think about it. I hope you saw that. You probably missed that. That was something. My jaw still dropped. Oh, I need to remember to get the spy here after this. I forgot the spy existed. Yeah, I saved it. Somehow. And then got hit by a shrink. Okay, I need to read what you were saying. The one before... I think it was near rocks, right? That should have been the most recent one before. I can't think of anything else in between.
Somebody help me!
Yeah, Tic Tac, you missed an interesting glitch a little bit ago. That's what we're very confused trying to figure out. Basically, when you're escorting Dennis in one of those areas, if you collect an item in the middle of that, if you collect an item at the same time as Dennis's cutscene plays, the item kind of glitches a little bit and the item kind of just gets stuck. Like, it's not physically there, but it visually is, so you can kind of walk through it. And we weren't sure if it actually counted as giving me the item or not. But as far as I could tell, when I left the area, it had the right amount of things, so it didn't look like it did, but it did technically give it to me. But they're checking the VOD, and the numbers just don't make sense, but I still ended up having the right amount in the end anyways. So I'm just hoping that it doesn't like invalidate the run or anything, because like you could tell like I definitely got the item, but if it didn't like legitimately give it to me, I don't know if they would have to automatically deny it or something. I wouldn't blame them, but I would obviously prefer if they didn't. It's not even like this is a run that's like going up against anything. Any run on this will technically be automatic record. Oh, that's bad. So it's not like I'm like claiming to be record over something else, and like the run wouldn't be valid or something without it. It's literally just competing against myself, so. Is it still not making sense, or what? What do you mean, just isn't one there? Like... I'm gonna make sure that you understand this properly. The cog that was quote-unquote on the ground from that thing, that's not normally there. Like, the only one that's there is in the tree. And it was because I fell and I had the animation playing with it in its hand on the ground, that's why it got stuck on the ground. And the one on top of the tree disappeared as a result. So there's only one in that back area. Just to make sure you understand that. You should know that anyways, just from watching, but... Like, I don't know what you mean by it, that isn't a cog. I'll look at it after. With any luck, I'll be done in the next 15 minutes, hopefully. I'm thinking that's a bit, yeah, 15 minutes is a bit too hopeful here, I think, but... I don't know, honestly. This might not sub 3 after all. Just looking at how much there is left to do. Outback Oasis is, I think, only like 8 or 9 minutes. But like that would bring me to 250, and then there's no way when you factor in boss cash. That's like 255. I can honestly see myself pushing to get this category down a bit too, but it's definitely not going to be a priority yet. There's literally no difference between this and 95% the ending, so like, all I'm doing is essentially just trying to get 2 really good 95% PBs on PC. That's what it boils down to. Well, if you have the 95 video still up, what's my pace at compared to that? Because that would tell me for sure what pace I'm on right now. I guess you could use Firefight. Oh, okay. Pretty much is. Like, this run is literally the exact same thing as 95%, except this next split, the grind. For like, probably 10 minutes. And then drive to slide, buy a couple boomerangs, never done. Well, still have 2 casts, but it's a good meme. But, felt like doing it, why not? 228.06 for Firefight. Interesting, so that implies that I'm only like 10 minutes behind, but... Oh, actually, that's a good point. I may only be 10 minutes behind based on that, but that doesn't... There's another 10 minutes on top of that, because of the grinding. That I'm not accounting for. So being 20 minutes behind... Yeah, okay, yeah, that's why. Yeah, this is like 303 pace based on that. Assuming that it's 10 minutes for grinding. That stinks. This could have easily sub 3 if none of those dumb things happened, but... Well, Americus, if you're here, I can actually ask you if you know about it. I had a glitch in Never Never, which I heard about on Zoda Stone doing one of his runs, I believe. I mean, actually, yeah, it must be him, because he's the only other one who's really done 95%. So, when escorting Dennis in the Never Never, if you have his... If Dennis, like, he gets to destination and starts talking to you while you're in the middle of collecting the cog in the back area, it, like, glitches the cog. And I technically wasn't able to get it. But as far as the game's total goes, it counted it as getting it. Zoda seemed familiar with it because he was like, "Oh, gotta make sure to make that not happen." But I never had it happen, so I don't know anything about what actually causes it or. You've mostly just basically done 90%, but so I don't know how familiar you are with all the areas. Like I would assume you know most where everything is, but I need to make sure I'm like not missing anything here, because okay, well that was last orb, so that's good. Yeah, those cycles worked out pretty well. Swag kill. I can't figure out the cycles there. Sometimes they cooperate, sometimes they're really weird. This will be the moment of truth for spies. Oh, no, it's not actually. There's still... Oh, that's annoying. I know where it is, and it's not very far from here, but... Actually, you know what? I think I know a half-decent way to get it without it being too bad. First of all, I need to get the switch. So the last spy is outside of this area. I didn't get him on the way in. It would be really, really slow and awkward to walk back out to get it and then come back in. Yeah, no, it's outside of Outback Oasis. This is one, like a little picnic table outside that I ignored. So I think what I might do is, because I'm going to be driving right by Outback Oasis anyways to get to Sly after the grinding, I might just stop at Outback Oasis on the way by, walk up to the spy and get it, and then just go back onto the road. There's nothing that says I can't do that, so it'll be awkward, but it'll be faster than walking out awkwardly from here. Oh, and this cycle I missed it. I can still get to the thing from here, but... Come on down. There it is. I'm gonna swing one more time to be safe. That would be terrifying. Like, even just thinking about it is terrifying. Should be the last photo, too. Okay, so we're good on photos. 175. Everything else I can check just by seeing it visually. Okay, I might have to... I'm not sure. I forgot ability at the start of Outback too, because I thought I was gonna... I'm so used to leaving Outback normally and getting it then. Okay, so someone tell me if you guys think it would be faster to go back and get the Bilby and the Spy now, and then come back in and do the training, and then exit, like normal. Or if you think it would be faster to
It's you again, you funny little lizard guy.
just do training now, exit,
As long as
and then on the way to Sly, come in and get the Spy and the Bilby and then leave.
Can't be too careful. Look what I've been
Just
doing.
walk out from there.
I found them lying all around the place.
The Bilby is at the very, very beginning of Outback, like right at the entrance. It would probably only be an extra 20 seconds on top of getting the Spy. I think it might be faster to still get it on the way to Sly. But I don't know. I don't know if you guys agree or not. That's what I figured was faster. It sounds... So I skip that trigger there. Okay. That's what I'm gonna do. This is one hell of a meme though. This entire run is such a meme. The Never Never cog, and then doing that. That should have been cog 48, I believe. No, 49. Yeah, I'm just checking everything while I'm here. Bilby, yep, okay. Like, I'm gonna have to beat this run at some point just to feel good about myself. Like, this is so bad. But it's still a run. Where's Mega Ring? Come on, come back. I'm honestly just gonna like skip all of these remaining splits because like I can't legitimately say that these splits are good since I'm getting things really out of order. I'm gonna do this and then then we start grinding for who knows how long. I didn't realize you could just crunch them like that. Okay, so you see that 59,000 total. I need to be at like 170. I'm gonna play it safe and probably get 190,000 because I really don't know for sure how much I need. I did the quick math, but I don't want to have that be a problem. So we're gonna be doing this a lot. Do this.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. What's going on here then?
The biggest meme run you'll ever see. And not just in
100%?
what the category is, but like what the run itself has actually been.
Elaborate.
I don't even know where to begin.
Why did Izzy say "oh no" as soon as I joined the call? That's not the correct response to whenever you hear Venominous's voice. You know what? That mech looks really cool though.
It is.
I didn't know you upgraded the
Yeah,
mech.
the final mission gets that. It's the Shadow Bunyip.
Oh, Shadow Bunyip.
I beg to differ. Wow, that is
What the?
that is so direct. Anyways, so first of all, Americus, maybe I could get the 3,000 back here. It wouldn't probably save all that much. I mean, it might, but it was pretty quick to get to it. So, yeah, let's start getting after this next one. But yeah, so first off, in the Never Never, there is an area where you escort Dennis by murdering a bunch of dinosaurs. I'm sure you're probably familiar with that. 'Cause it's a
Sure.
Good, I figured just because by now I've memed about the murder of dinosaurs. So you're escorting, if it's escorting someone, and if their cutscene plays, like when he gets to the end, he'll be like, "Hey, thanks for saving me." Even if you're not next to him, it'll still play. If that plays while you're in the middle of collecting a collectible somewhere else in the level, it gets the game all confused because you're collecting something while a cutscene's playing.
Yep.
And that's pretty natural. I mean, even from, I can understand very well that a game would get confused with that.
Yeah.
So what ended up happening was the cog that I was collecting ended up kind of just like on the ground, not in the spot where it normally would be, because it's on a tree. And the way I landed on the tree, he kind of fell off while the animation was playing. That's kind of a normal thing.
Right.
So I ended up on the ground. So the cog ended up just floating in the ground where he was doing the little dance while he grabbed it. And it wasn't like physical, like it didn't have any collision, it was just there.
Oh. Oh,
So
shit.
I was very concerned about whether it actually gave it to me or not.
Right.
We couldn't tell, because I didn't know what the count I had was before that point, what it was supposed to be.
Shit.
So I kept going, and I said, well, I'm gonna die just in case. Maybe it might like respawn the cog or something.
Yeah.
It didn't do anything to that, but when I got to the end of the level, I did have the right amount. So
Okay.
we're not sure if it just gave it to me normally, or if like dying did actually fix it.
Right.
Yeah, I'll just get that 10,000 back this time. That's a good idea. So I know it's been time that it's faster just to get the 10,001. Like, it's quicker to get the 10,001 once than it is to get the 3,001. Like, basically 3 times. But whether getting both the same one is faster or not. Like, if the opals per second or whatever, if we're going out of the way to get 3,000, is worth the detour or not.
How many opals do you have right now?
I will let you know in a couple seconds.
Okay. Also, I do very appreciate the grind. As
Yes.
A split.
Okay, I'm at
A couple of boosts?
I'm
Okay.
at 102,000. I need to be at like 180.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I started at like I think 60, so we've already done 4 of them, and we got like 7 or 8 to go.
Okay.
And then I have to
And
drive
this is
to
the
Sly.
fastest way.
Yes, it's the fastest way to grind opals. There's no other opal bag in the game that's worth 10,000, and this one is pretty accessible on the level here. There's the 3,000 bag here as well. Like I was just saying, it was pretty easy to tell that getting the 3,000 one, which is earlier in the level, it's faster to get the 10,000 one once than it is to get the 3,000 one 3 times to make up for it.
What about if you get the 3,000 and...
That's what Americus was actually timing.
Oh, okay.
I did a run with it, an attempt with it, and then without, and I think he's just going to compare it and see if like the opals per second is worth the detour for the 3,000 or not.
Gotcha.
I would say it's probably not worth it, but I could be wrong.
I wouldn't think so either.
Oh yeah, so on top of that, the Never Never stuff, I left just thinking, okay, well, whatever, it gave it to me, I'll just keep going. And of course, all this time I'm panicking, worrying that maybe they might, like, not validate the run or something, because, like, I technically didn't get it, but I did. Like I did
Yeah.
physically get it, but, like, it's still there. But I'm calling it a visual bug, so.
I mean, if you have 100% at the end of the game,
Yeah.
that's what matters, right?
Yeah, but you could apply that logic and say you just cheated in a cog or something, you know, like, that's not what I'm saying, but by basing it just purely on saying, well, yeah, 100% at the end.
I mean, well,
I'd
that's
say
what the
this
category
video,
is, right?
like, this video proof of me literally getting the cog, so, like, I might have, like,
No, but-
saved a second by skipping the animation for it, but if they're gonna say that's fine, then that's actually a strat you should go for. Like,
Yeah. I mean, say if someone found like a new skip in like Spyro 2, which let you skip right to the end, but you were doing 14 tally attempts, it would count as a new category, I guess. But you'd still be so then the category would be split into 100% glitches and 100%, well, 100% cog dupe.
Spyro 2, 100% cog dupe. Love it.
Oh sure.
Oh, wow, look at that. Not bad.
Right, I guess you're gonna have to start getting that 3K back.
Yeah. So my quick math was saying that I needed 180,000 to buy the remaining stuff, and I bought one a little bit earlier that cost 4, so I technically need 176,000.
Okay.
But I did that math very quickly, so I could very well miscount it, so I'm gonna go for like 190 just to be safe.
Okay.
It's a long way to drive if I do mess up, so.
Yeah, is there no teleport thing?
There's a teleport from the ground to the shack itself when you're there, but no teleport, like, to get there normally, no. It's just a long
Gotcha.
drive. I have everything bought from the town, so all I have to do is buy stuff from Sly.
Sly Cooper.
Yes. Oh, what do I do? Oh, wow. I'm already getting used to the muscle memory of not getting it at the 3,000, so... when I realized it would end up not being faster.
Yeah.
But yeah, so on top of all the Never Never stuff, that's not it. That messed with my head so badly for the routing and stuff that like I lost probably a good like 3 minutes just running in circles, doing things wrong in that area because I had no idea.
Right.
So it totally messed up my playing for a bit.
So what you're saying is you need to do another run after this.
Oh, at some point. Like I have to just because I feel too bad to leave this one alone. But
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is this the only 100% run that's going to be on the boards?
it would be, yeah. So like by default, it's gonna be good. But,
Alright, Americus, you know what to do.
What am I at? 142.
Get the 3K.
Yes.
What I want to know is, where's the caveman?
So then when I got to Outback Oasis, to the technically the second to last level,
Yeah.
there's a spy outside of the area that I forgot to get. And I realized that halfway through, and I'm like, alright, that's not that big a deal, because to get to the place where I'm buying the boomerangs, I drive right past that area. It's obviously going to be like a time loss, but it's not like the worst thing in the world to have to just pull over for a second, get it, and then go back on the road.
Yeah.
But then I realized I missed a Bilby as well, and it wasn't really a missing as much as just route confusion, because there's other categories where I would get the Bilby on the way out.
Oh,
But
okay.
in this category I don't leave that way, I just exit from the menu, so I didn't get it.
Oh.
Conveniently, it's at the very beginning of the level. It's still inside the level, so it's a bit further from the spy, but...
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to stop at Outback Oasis, get the spy, go inside, get the Bilby, walk back out, go back on the road.
Little detour, little detour.
Like I said, this is just memes.
Did you start really late or something? Because it's like,
Yeah, I did. It's like, 5 in the morning.
yeah, it's like 10 a.m. here. Like I woke up like an hour ago.
I wasn't feeling, like, wide awake for a while. Like, it was weird. I was good throughout most of the day. I got home and I was gonna do like a quick little meme stream for the fools or something, and then I was just like, I'm tired. wasn't in the
Fuck
best.
the memes.
I wasn't in the wasn't in the best mood. Got really tired. I was like, I'm just gonna go take a shower, relax.
Yeah.
And that actually helped a lot. I felt a lot better after. And then I figured this is gonna be the most stress-free run because literally anything can happen in it, and it's still good. Like.
I mean, I wouldn't call it good. It's still on
No.
record. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good-
it's
good's a
small
bit of a
little,
stretch.
yeah, small little discrepancy there. Oh,
But
I was
if
reading-
that's the goal, then that's all I needed. So.
Yeah, yeah. Perfect. This is it. This you can't get any better than this. That's true. Can you imagine if people were like wanting to pick up Taiti 100%
And
and
they
they
see
have to
this.
learn off your run, and they were like, "All right, so I have to go around in circles for 3 minutes." Gotcha. It's boss manipulation.
Trust me, I know what
was
I'm doing. I'm a professional speed gamer.
Unbeatable. Oh, I remember when it was like Blitz Phoenix when he was
Oh,
talking
no.
about one of Zem's PBs. He was like, "This run is unbeatable. No one will ever beat." And then Zem beat it like
Of course you did.
like the next the run after, basically.
Right when you started the story saying, so Blitz Phoenix, I'm like, oh god.
Yeah. oh yeah. I was on Reddit earlier and I read you know the phrase like, "Oh, they'll get their comeuppance."
Sure.
Someone thought it was, "They'll get their cum muffins."
Oh my god.
And that's all I can think about. Question. Question. Would you ever eat a cum muffin? All I can picture is Dwight saying that. Question. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. Bears does not beat Michael. Maybe.
I'll do one more to be safe. I'm pretty sure that's enough, but
You know what, Americus? I'm in the same boat. If you paid me like $10,000, fuck yeah, I'll eat a cum muffin. Why wouldn't I? For $10,000, I'll eat your own shit. I would.
I would not go that far.
It depends on the sauce. Whoa. let's take a step back with that :3 there. Actually, to be fair, if Phoenix was providing the cum muffin, hell yeah, bro, hell yeah, I'd do it for free. Nah.
I guess I'll take that as a compliment.
I am bi. I mean, I am straight, lol.
Yeah, heavy quotations, 5 quotations on both sides,
Bro,
straight.
bro, what do you mean?
No Kappa, just the pride.
I can respect that.
Zero
I mean,
Kappa,
out of
all
all the,
pride. Kappa pride is a
out of-
pretty decent emote, though.
no, it's not. Like, out of all the emotes, why would you make it Kappa? Okay, Kappa objectively is the worst emote on Twitch, anyways. And then, like, to celebrate LGBTQ plus, you know, what do you call it? Like, awareness or whatever. You put pride on top of it. Like, why? Why? That's just like taking the piss out of. I say as a heterosexual cis man, you're taking the piss out of gay people. I have every right to be offended.
The big gay for Link as well. I mean, I'm assuming, seeing as you sent me that subreddit, but...
I'm not,
One night it was just
Alright,
like, hey, you appreciate cute boys too, right? Just sent like, r/Link is cute, and I appreciated it. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, in
You're
my
such
defense,
a
I was not,
stereotypical straight man.
I was not expecting it to be that loud. Oh. Because usually it goes like, and I'd be like, yeah. But this time
You
it was
like
like,
suddenly pat yourself on the back, like, yeah, that was good.
yeah. That was a good one, Venom. Well done, Venom. I'm proud of you.
I literally had a talk with my brother once where I was just... I don't even remember the context. We know basically everything about each other because we're like actually really close. I was like detailing like sexuality and stuff because he knew like nothing about how that stuff worked beyond just being
Yeah.
straight. And like, yeah, he's a very stereotypical straight male. And I was like, oh gosh.
I mean, hey, at least he's learning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it could be like, he could be like, nah, gays don't exist, lol. Just like,
Oh my god, no, oh my god, Americus. Wow, thank you. Yeah, I would have
Did you-
completely forgotten. Yeah, I forgot to go into Outback Woods to get the thing. It's fine.
shit.
Outback is not very far from here, so...
Good one, mate. You should have fun with that. Those frills, I know what hit 'em.
Catch it, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna check here. All the boomerangs, everything there. 1 Bilby, 1 Spy missing. And 1 cog from the final mission.
Yeah. That's it. What
Yeah.
do the stars mean?
That's missions. And I was a little worried for a second. Oh, I have the boomerang and... Okay.
You're British, how America's tea. Where are you from? From Britland.
Britland. Britlandia.
All hail Britlandia. Britlandia rule the waves. I don't know the rest of the song. Or how
I
it
would
goes.
just like to point out the fact that even with this disaster of a run, this is still likely gonna be like a good 7 or 8 minutes faster than the console run record.
Oh, Southampton, nice.
It's only 1 run on console, it's like a 324, so this is still gonna be better than that.
Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm actually from America. I come from the deep southern Texas.
Okay, so I was worried about the 43rd mission, but that's actually from getting the last spy, so...
Oh, okay.
This is good, I can actually exit level back to town from here, after I get the Bilby.
Oh, nice. It's optimal. You planned this all along.
If it was further in the level, maybe it would be better, but...
Yeah, like, I'm from London,
30, 25, 10... Okay,
but I'm going to university in Kent. What? Kent boys, where we at? There's like 2 people from Kent.
I hate that I had the Omega Ring now, but like, there's no chance to use it. Like, the Omega Ring literally just breaks the game. If you imagine the Mega Ring for how much that bounces off of enemies, combine that with like being able to basically infinitely throw it. literally no group of enemies in the game can stand up to it.
When do you split the grind?
Oh yeah, I technically should have after I got the Bilby there, but this is all a mess, so I'm just not.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, actually, no, technically I should have finished after the grind, not after getting the Bilby, because I would have already gotten the Bilby by that point, but...
Yeah, surprisingly, there's like 3 other people from Kent in the Sprash community. You have 5mon, your boy.
Really, I didn't know 5 months British.
Yeah, he lives like 15 minutes away from me, like right now, but I still haven't met up with him, just because he's like busy when I'm free and free when I'm busy. And then you have, oh, is boss cast like, because I've never seen the final boss, is it just like a boss rush, and then the final
No.
boss?
Well, the level is sort of, yeah.
Oh.
Have you not actually been like watching as the final fight happens, or has it always been bad timing?
Yeah, I've never seen the final fight, like ever. Or as in, like, I've never seen the lead up to the final fight. I've seen, like, when you did the run where you got console record.
Oh god, super toxic, yeah, totally. I wouldn't say we're zero toxicity, but certainly...
I mean, yeah, there's an element of toxicity, like, unironic to toxicity, but like,
The famous quote, whoever that was during that commentary thing saying, wow, they're so toxic.
yeah, Spyro community are toxic individuals. We just like to meme and shitpost a lot, but like,
And some
the
of them
thing
take
is,
it further.
yeah, like, we're genuinely like if you asked us a question relating to the game, you will get like a genuine answer.
Yes.
That's the thing. Like, we'll meme and shitpost like all you want, but like as soon as it comes down to actually like speedrunning video games, we're actually quite helpful, surprisingly. But like, yeah, if you're into like being nice and positive, then this fresh community is probably not your place
Post
to
some
go.
positive vibes for me. I really hope I have it on FFC here. Pretty sure I do.
You do not.
Great.
Oh, so angry. No positive. I mean, this is the closest thing you have to positive
Angry vibes.
Mommy.
Mommy.
Hey, that's racist. Oh yeah, so the next person from Kent is Zenova. Wow.
Oh.
Remember him?
Yes.
Yes. We were supposed to meet up like a couple of times as well, but like just never came together. And the last person is Tubal. I want to meet Tubal so badly, man, but like both times that I've asked him, he's just completely ignored me.
Spicy kill.
I mean, yeah, I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to meet up with me either. Sad boys.
Alright, here's the final fight. There's 4 phases. For a game that's not really combat oriented and it's a platformer, this is actually a pretty fun final fight, honestly. I'm a fan of it. It's way better than the first games. Oh Jesus. That was, wow, that was scary for a second.
Why are you fighting me too?
So
Actually, it
backstory
looks
is
like
they're
pretty big
nanobots,
guys.
so they form into like all sorts of shapes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, this is a pretty good final fight.
So they're kind of like Pikmin.
Yeah, they just like form together, and that's what we're doing here.
Ask gravy. On the subject of cum muffins, ask gravy.
Yeah, phase two is consistent. Like he always bounces the same amount of times and then slams in the same pattern. This phase, I mean, there's not really consistency to it. You just run around, he shoots lava at you. Hit him. And phase 4 is a good meme.
Boss Lightyear.
Phase 4, he literally just runs around in circles like scared, and you hit him 3 times.
Me, IRL. Oh shit, that's it.
It reminds me of the druids from Spyro 1. They run around. Wow.
Yeah. Why is the
Oh,
final
I
boss
need to show
attacking?
100% here. Good. Cool. We are good. Yeah, congratulations on what? Like
Congregation.
congregation.
That's exactly what I said.